Hey O-Gauge fans, this is Joe with another video. Haven't posted in a couple of weeks and because I've been busy working on my layout. And I want to give you a rundown on some new things that I got and some things that I've done to the layout. Okay, first over here on the far right hand side of the layout, I'm going to kind of move this my tripod here for a minute so you can get a good look. Now, I'm not going to get into a lot of how-to stuff on this stuff. Because, you know, there's so much of that out there. We all know how to do stuff, or if we don't know, we can certainly find out on YouTube how to do certain scenery techniques and everything. But, anyway, if you look over here, if you remember on my last video, I raised up this outer conventional loop a couple of inches on the right-hand side. And what I've gone and done here is I've finished all this stuff off here. This is almost done here. I've plaster cloth, textured it, painted it. I've got that going into I'm going to have a short extension bridge right down here. And that corner over there I still have to do yet. This is all just basically Woodland Scenics ground foam that I mixed up, latex paint, and the clump foliage. I'm going to add a little bit more. I'm going to make it a little bit more dense before I get over there. I have a short extension bridge that's going to go in that little gap right there. So that's what's happening over on that end. Now, I think I mentioned in my last video I was at a train show here locally a couple of weeks ago, last week actually, and 2 weeks ago, and I picked up a couple of really neat things. Let me just go ahead and move this. I picked up this MTH crane car. This is actually from 1999. It's the club car. It got a really, really good price on it, really killer price on it, so I couldn't say no, you know. So I picked that up, and right in front of that, and I probably should have moved some of these cars, I got my Lionel sawmill. Buddy of mine that I've mentioned before, just going to move this stuff so you can see it. He came across one. He thinks he might have had it for a while and just didn't realize it, and came across it and gave me a call. Less than 24 hours later, it was installed on my layout, and this is an older one from 1995. It does not have the spinning blade in it, and it does not have the strobe light on the left-hand side. But you know what? That's fine. I don't care. You know what I mean? I got one. They're really, really cool. You guys know how these things work. The logs go in one side, the boards come out the other. I've been looking for one of these for about 2 years, and I finally got one. Now, I did have to move some things. I moved my icing station over there to the inner loop. Okay, and I had to put, squeeze things up in there, to the left there. Behind that milk car, I've got the Maiden Rescue. There's a little dock there, and then over there, where you see that boom right there, that's the MTH sawmill. So I actually got two sawmills now, and there's a little dock right here. Now, another major thing that I did here is on this outer conventional loop here, what I did was, at the show, this guy was selling a lot of a lot of things really cheap. One of the things he had was some MTH track, and I was able to pick up a switch really, really cheap. Brand new, too, and so I installed this left-hand switch here with an operating track section underneath here. Now, what's nice about this, what I can do now is, since I have another operating track section right over here, right in through here, I can uncouple cars over here, bring them up here, grab them here, and then I can, move cars in and out of this little spur. It's a short spur, but it's a nice one, I like it. Enough for 3 cars, Another thing I picked up at the show here is, well, that little shed there, I built that. But one thing I did pick up is these really nice MTH crossing signals, okay? Now, the only problem is I followed the instructions, I wired it up and everything like that, and I have the IR sensor right there, but it's not working. And I'm using track power because I have plenty of track power, So the train, in theory, the train is supposed to come around, and that thing is supposed to go down. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace that with maybe a Lionel one, and because the Lionel one, it springs down a lot faster. This one goes down really slow, very, very prototypical. But they're nice signals. They're all die-cast metal. They're really nice. I'm just a little upset that they're not working right. Now, I could probably switch one out, but there's a lot of wiring involved with these things. Anyway, And as we come down here, very busy looking, which is what I wanted. Now, I've also done a lot of wiring here. The rotary signal over there, the rotary beacon is wired. The tower there lights up. The icing station is rewired. Like I said, the sawmill works. Let's see, that little tower right over here. Right here, and there's a little shack right in here. That lights. And if you look across from the sawmill, I've got those 3 yard lights right here. Here, here, and here. And that light tower over there on the right. That is all, everything's wired. You know, everything's working really, really well. And I'm real happy with my little layout right now. Now, another thing I want to get into here, I think I mentioned on one of my last videos about trading for the M1 Mountain, the MTH M1 Mountain. There she is right there. I got it. And I don't regret giving up that that SD that I got, Western Pacific SD that I had. As much as I really like that, and I did a review on it, when this thing came up, I had to go with it. Now, this was brand new, okay? It's not used. I thought it was. This is from, I believe, 2000. I think it was released. I think it was in the 2000 catalog, and it was released by MTH 2001. It's Proto 2 engine, really nice, big, beefy, typical Rail King detail. I'm not going to get into a review of it or anything like that, but I'm not going to run any trains here because I just want to give you an update. But my next video, what I'll do is I'll run some trains, let you know how everything's working. I still have some wiring to do here. I want to wire the sound dispatching station. And I have to wire the triple action magnetic crane over there. And if I mentioned, remember on the front of my layout, I said I had some strips of that paneling there, tongue and groove type of that I have in the back of my layout that I made the walls out of. I'm going to cut some strips to put along here. I haven't done that yet. That's next weekend. I'm going to be doing that. But yeah, I mean, everything's working really well. All my operating track sections are working. All my uncoupling sections are working. I've been working very neat lately because I'm trying to keep my cellar, trying to keep my basement as neat as possible, and that seems to be working pretty good. But yeah, everything's working out really, really well. I still have some stuff to do over there in that area underneath the shelf where I have those passenger cars next to the Rico station. I've got some work to do over there. And again, that 4x4 down there, that's all cleaned up. I have nothing going on over there. Thinking about putting up my son's N-gauge layout up over there. Doing a little N-gauge layout over there. I don't know. That's down the road. But anyway, everything's working real good. Got a real busy look here to the front of it, which is what I wanted. Giving the illusion of a lot that's going on, even though it's you know, a real small layout, you know. I'm real happy with the simple track plan that I have. All my switches are working. Everything's working really, really well. And real happy about having that sawmill, man. Really. Not my favorite accessory, but it's one that I wanted, you know. Oh, one other accessory I do have to wire is the mailed pickup right there. Still have to wire that. I haven't found a location for that where it's going to work really well. But so far so good. Everything's working out really well. I'm real happy with that elevated area here. This is I'll show you this real quick. This is the extension bridge that's going to go. I was telling you I found this brown one. That's going to go right over there. I like the color of this. I really like it. So I had to put some extenders on here to lift it up a little bit. But yeah, everything's working really well. And I did get some comments and some questions. I'm going to try and address those tonight too after I post this video. Somebody was asking about, I think I had a question on the Commander. But hey, if anybody has any suggestions on this crossing gate and using the MTH, you know, the infrared activator, you know, I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't know what's going on with it. But if anybody has any suggestions, you know, shoot me a comment because I can't figure out why these things aren't working. But anyway, let me know if you like what you see. Let me know if you don't like what you see. That's what I got going on so far. And thanks for watching.